Are you thinking about becoming more self-reliant? Do you wonder whether you could feed your family if there was an emergency? Or maybe, like us, you're ready to leave the city and move to the farm and start your own homestead. Today I'm going to talk to you about 3 books that you need to have in your homestead library. Good morning, guys. I am so excited to have been asked by Liz Zorab of Byther Farms to be a part of this collaboration titled A Homestead Library. And I have 3 books that I want to talk to you about today, but stick around to the end because I might just throw in a bonus one. In the description down below, you'll find links to all the other channels who are participating in this collaboration, as well as the Amazon links where you can click through and read reviews of these books. So don't just take my word for it. Be sure and read the reviews and then decide for yourself if you want to add these to your library. What do you do if you want to get started? Where do you go? Where do you go for resources? Well, YouTube, of course, but it's always great to have a library, to have some books on hand that you can refer to again and again. And I have just decided to go through these in the order of size, from smallest to largest. So I didn't really have a favorite, and they're all on different topics. The first book I'm going to talk about is The Urban Homestead by Kelly Coyne and Eric Knutson. This is part of the Process Self-Reliance series. And this book has a little bit of everything. It's really a how to get started where you are kind of book. My family and I moved from Los Angeles 4 years ago, but prior to that, we played around a little bit with gardening. We started thinking about water conservation. And this book is really a great way to get started. It has just about anything you could think about. It's got composting, chickens, which we all know are the gateway animal to homesteading, how to preserve foods, wild edibles, just a little bit of everything, every aspect of homesteading. I really highly recommend this book. It's been very useful to us. You can see we still have some pages marked where we go back and refer to it. The second book I want to talk to you about today is Artisan Bread in 5 Minutes a Day. This book is available for about $15 on Amazon. This bread is easy to make. It has only 4 ingredients, and it honestly only takes 5 minutes of prep time. There's no kneading, and there's several things that I like about this. Now, I tried this out in one of my very first YouTube videos. I made this for the very first time on camera. So if you want to see, can it really be done? Is it really as easy as it looks? Go click on my video link up here. This bread is great for large families. You can make it in large quantities at a time. But if you're a smaller family like ours, a family of 4, you can divide the dough, and the rest of the dough will store in the fridge for several days before you have to bake it. So it's awesome. I'd highly recommend it. The original loaf is our go-to. We make it all the time, but there's lots of varieties in here. The third book that I would like to tell you about has been in our family for generations. My father-in-law gave this to me after I moved to the farm. This was his personal book. The copyright on this is 1983, but it's still available on Amazon. This book is titled Building Small Barns, Sheds, and Shelters by Monty Birch. This book is available for about $18 on Amazon. It has 4 out of 5 stars. Go and read some of the reviews. You will see it is a book that is well worth having in your library. Some of the things I like about this is that it has detailed instructions and pictures. So for instance, if you're going to work on a footing, it tells you how to make sure it's square, how to make sure everything's plumb. If you don't know a lot about carpentry or building, which I don't, it has great detailed instructions. You can come in as a beginner not really knowing much of anything and get right to it. It has a section on electrical, a section on plumbing, small animal housing, which I'm going to look at because my rabbit cages are coming up, smokehouse. So like for instance, here it's showing some plumbing stuff going on here. I think that's that's the pipe with the smoke running into your smokehouse. Very detailed, very easy to follow instructions. Very well worth having in your homestead library for sure. Now we've gotten to the end, and as I said, I do have a 4th bonus book for you that I'm going to share. I don't actually have it in my possession. It was loaned to me, and I have since returned it to the lender. But it's You Can Farm by Joel Salatin. It's available for $28 on Amazon. It has a 4.5 out of 5-star rating. And what I really like about this book is, well, several things. The function stacking, the ideas that he's got that were really revolutionary. He was ahead of his time, but now a lot of homesteaders are really following some of his ideas. He incorporates permaculture and having the animals do the work for you, and his record keeping, the way he talks about record keeping really inspired me to keep records, so you really know, are you making a profit on your farm? Is it worth it? Are you saving money in the way that you're raising food and animals for yourself? And just the encouragement. Here's a quote from the book that I absolutely love. Do something. Even if it's wrong, do something. It's in the doing that you discover the right approach. You'll learn more from your failures than your successes. So get busy and fail a few times. I love that. Get busy and fail a few times. And you can see that's really the heart of this book. It really inspired me that, okay, yeah, maybe this is something we can do. Maybe this is something that we can try. So I would highly encourage you to add You Can Farm by Joel Salatin to your library as well. Thanks for stopping along today as I went through a couple books that we've got in our Homestead library that we have found very useful. So I would encourage you, please check out the other videos that are in the playlist, and let me know in the comments below, which of these books do you think you might add to your Homestead library? Do you already have any of these in your Homestead library? And what books do you have that I didn't mention that you think are a great addition to any Homestead library? Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time the rooster crows.